Will the carnivore diet heal your gut? Guys, I've seen lots of people try the carnivore diet. I've tried the carnivore diet, and it is safe to say that the carnivore diet will not heal your gut. But in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do and why it doesn't work, and how to get results as fast as possible without having to go on these boring, bland diets. I love wheat. I love starch. I love potatoes and all these delicious foods you can't eat on the carnivore diet. It's just like not even worth living if you have to eat that way. And so my name is Mike the Healer Gut Guy, and I want to show you exactly what I did and my students did to get better. Go down and read the comments, guys. If you've gotten results with German New Medicine, please go down in the comments and leave your comments so people can actually believe this, so people can see the light. Because when I first heard what I'm about to tell you, I thought this person was crazy. And I said, no way. And then a couple months later, I tried it myself, and I was eating whatever I wanted. And I gained like 30, 40 pounds this year. It is absolutely amazing. And I want this for you as well. So we have to understand that food does not cause gut issues. Unless you're eating glass or hot peppers, things that will physically damage your gut, they will not cause gut issues. And so the rule you want to use is, if a normal person can eat it, then I can eat it too. You need to tell this to yourself in your head. Because right now you got this little caveman on your shoulder telling you, "That's not meat, you can't eat that." Like, knock that guy off your shoulder and tell yourself all food is safe. That is the first thing you need to do. Put a little whatever, put me on your shoulder, and I'll be there. All food is safe. And I will kick the caveman off your shoulder, because it is ridiculous. Cavemen, actually, if you put a real caveman on your shoulder, you'd be like, "Oh yes, I eat starches too." If you look at the most primitive hunter-gatherers today, they are eating starches. They're eating nuts. They're eating tubers. They're trading for grain. They eat starches. It is okay to eat like a normal person. I understand your symptoms might have got better for a short time, but if it truly fixed your gut, you would literally be on this diet for a few months, and then you could go off and eat whatever you want. And I know that's not the case for a big portion of you. So we have to understand that gut disease, and all disease in general, starts in the psyche. Call me crazy, guys. Call me crazy. But this little thing between your ears, it's called a brain. And I know this might sound crazy, it controls your whole body. Are you with me on this one? The brain, it controls it controls your gut. It controls your butthole sphincter. It controls the stomach sphincter. It controls everything. There isn't much that goes on in your body where your brain doesn't have a say in it. And so if we look at Dr. Hammer's work, he was a very successful German doctor. He saw that everyone who had some sort of a gut condition, he would know if he looked at their CT brain scan, he would know exactly where he would find trauma on the brain. It'd be in the brainstem for most of us suffering from gut issues. It depends on, it'd be in the temporal lobes for some of you dealing with stomach issues. But it's very specific. The human body, and this just isn't in humans. Like if a dog had colitis, he would know exactly where in the dog's brain we would find activity in their CT scan. And so it's turned on by a conflict shock, a stressful event that catches you off guard. Think back to when your digestive issues first started. It's a little difficult for me because I've had digestive issues my whole life, but for those of you with colitis, it should be a very distinct event, like a stressful event that happened near the time when your symptoms first started. So what is going on here is all of our organs were designed for a very specific survival purpose. What does the gut do, guys? It digests and absorbs nutrients. That's what it does. And it is It's one of the oldest tissues. It comes from the oldest germ layer, the endoderm. And so it's very primitive. It does not know the difference between what's right in front of you. Like it digests food, but it doesn't know whether this is a piece of food or a pen or a piece of licorice. It thinks it's food. It could literally think it's food. It doesn't matter. And we have this in our language. I can't digest this. You make me sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't like the taste of it. Like, all languages have these phrases in them where we're referring to, like, I can't digest this. So if I can't pick something up because it's not because my arms aren't big enough, what's my arm do? It extra muscle cells to help me pick up this heavy thing. When I can't digest something that's hard to digest in my life, my body's going to help me through this hard situation by creating extra gut cells to help me digest this hard to digest thing in my life. How awesome is that? Versus, oh, your immune system is killing you. Oh, it's toxins. Oh, it's infection. It's much more intelligent to believe, and it's actually been verified 100%. It's been verified by many sources. If you go to learninggnm.com, it's been verified by many universities, his findings. And so when this thing gets resolved, let's say you have a bad breakup with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and when you're broken up, you're like, oh, she makes me sick to my stomach. I can't believe she slept with my best friend. Blah, 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 blah. Cry, 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 cry. And then a few months later, you meet a nice new girl, and now all of a sudden you're not thinking about your old girlfriend or whatever, your best friend who slept with her, and now you're not thinking about that anymore, and the conflict gets resolved, and now you no longer need these gut cells, and so the body starts to get rid of them. And so you're removing physical flesh from the body. So you're going to get blood and pus in your stools and diarrhea, and it's going to hurt. And depending on what organ's affected and how you individually experienced the conflict, many different types of symptoms can come up. But that's essentially how it starts. And then you get the diarrhea, and you start to get all these crazy symptoms, and we freak out and we go to the doctor, and it just turns into a mess. So what causes it to turn into colitis instead of just a few weeks of diarrhea is that we start to blame food. And then when we start to view the food as hard to digest, it gets attached to this program. And every time we experience this food, even just thinking about wheat, like if you think you're allergic to wheat, even just thinking about wheat can give you symptoms. You have to believe that all food is safe. It's not the food itself. It is your perception of the food that's causing your symptoms, guys. I have literally seen people who can only tolerate like four foods, and literally overnight, they can eat whatever they want just by changing their belief system, just by understanding what is going on. The therapy is in the knowledge of what's actually going on. So when you get diarrhea, give yourself great, I am getting rid of extra gut cells. I resolved something hard to digest emotionally in my life. Great. I wonder what it was, and maybe I can approach this thing better next time so I don't give myself restart the whole program again. So that's how you need to think about this. It's an emotional thing that's causing this. It isn't, you're not allergic to energy and nutrients, guys. You can eat more than meat. I've been on the carnivore diet. It sucks. I still can't eat steaks. I was on the carnivore diet for so long. Like every time I eat a steak, I'm just like, ugh. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment sections down below. And if you've had success with German New Medicine, I really want to hear your story. I want to be able to better communicate with people, and and it helps to hear a lot of examples and see what everyone has done to get better. And it helps, think about it. If you're new to this channel, you hear this thing and what is this German New Medicine? Does that really work? If you leave, just one little comment like, oh yes, it worked for me, I thought it was crazy. Like this could literally change someone's life. So, pay it forward, guys. I would really appreciate it. It really helps out with YouTube, and it can really help somebody who's trying to find something, and they just need that little bit of reinsurance, because I understand, because when I first heard about German New Medicine, I literally was like, you are crazy. There's no way this is a real thing, but it is real. I've gained literally 30 pounds this year, guys, and I want to help you be able to have freedom again. I do have a course available, but it is filling up really fast. I just finished my workbook. I'm going to make it like a standalone product, so I'm going to have that available for you guys soon. But the program is filling up really fast. I just did a big update on that, and so I'm not sure how many seats are going to be left, but we just started this month, and things are already getting pretty heavy, so I'm probably going to have to close the door pretty soon. We'll have to wait for some seats to free up. But anyways, guys, please leave comments down below, and we would love to answer them, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.